All right, so these pictures of Bucky Irving have been going around, and there's a question on whether they're recent or whether they're not recent. The general consensus is that these are pictures that he's been reposting and that they're probably a couple weeks old. But if you can see there, he is wearing what looks to be not just a sling, it's a shoulder immobilizer. You can see it a little bit better there. You can see it's got that wedge holding the shoulder right up against the edge. Usually there's a sling going over the shoulder, but it could also be wrapped around his back and stabilized there. Question is, where is Bucky Irving? It's not even that he's just not practicing, it's that he's not even at practice. So that signifies that this injury isn't even close to being returning, in my opinion. So they have the bye week up, so the earliest he can come back is week 10. So overall, I'm concerned, one, that he might have a Bankart or a Hill-Sachs lesion, but the other thing that he could have is he could have a labral injury. And regardless of what that is, he is being evaluated, in my opinion, for the need for possible surgery. So with that being said, I do think that he is someone that is a high risk for possibly not returning this season, just based on the possible surgical outcomes. And with that being said, it's not saying that that's a likely outcome. It's me saying that if you had to think about a player that has a small chance of not returning, who's a key part of your offense, would you rather offload him now for a little bit of a lower price, or would you rather ride with the risk of just not getting anything in return for him? So that's why I'm saying that I'm concerned that he's at risk for a surgical evaluation, because even in that 15 to 20% chance they get surgery, he's out, he's done. He's not going to provide you any value fantasy wise. So that's kind of my thought process there, based on him not even being at practice, based on him being that shoulder immobilizer. And then also, someone recently said that enough of my kid in the video, and I know that most of you don't feel that way, and I know most of you are pretty understanding, but a lot of you have also said that you want to know a little more about my life. So just in that regard, my wife is actually an interventional cardiologist, so she's got a really busy job. I have a really busy job. We have to punch off each other with childcare and stuff like that. I love it. Like, I love that we're both ambitious, and I love that we both kind of love my daughter and stuff like that. And that's why she's in my videos. And that's kind of just a little bit of information about me. But yeah, hopefully you guys aren't getting too over Mila.